Yeah, he got a quad contusion. It was pretty nasty. So he's got some ice on it now, and I would just for now just call him questionable for Friday.
The video kind of looked like it was outside of his knee. It looked like he was grabbing his knee. Had any type of knee injuries for sure been ruled out?
I haven't talked to our training staff. When he came off the floor, he said it was a bad thigh, like muscle bruise, like he just got kneed in the thigh, but it was close to the knee. But I have no reason to believe it's anything to do with the joint contusion, from what I understand.
Both Rick and Raymond told me.
Got you.
Coach, what can you say about Andrew's night?
Andrew was just fantastic. The aggression from the beginning of the game. Loved his energy. Obviously, he was pretty excited to play against his old team, and we needed everything he brought us tonight. The scoring, the running the floor, getting to the foul line, knocking down threes. I thought he was tremendous. And then I thought Kevon Looney was just amazing. I mean, that's one of the toughest matchups in the league with Towns. Towns is a great player. And, for Loon to go out there and battle him and get 17 rebounds and play, 29 minutes, that's a pretty heavy load for Loon, but it's where he is now. That's the great thing. He's healthy again. And it's so great to see, because he's one of those guys you just root for, the way he works, the way he just puts his head down and gets the job done day after day after day. So those two guys really stood out, but I was really proud of the whole group for sticking with it in a strange game that had no flow and no rhythm. We had to kind of gut it out.
Did you know Wiggins still had that type of bounce?
I'm sorry?
Did you know Wiggins still had that type of bounce?
Man, that last one, the putback, I need to see the replay. He was so high. And the one in the first half, too, on the baseline was just fantastic.
From our perspective, obviously outside looking in, it's like, against Minnesota, and he shows that type of juice. I mean, do you think that had anything to do with it? Who was in the building tonight?
I think it's always inspiring to play, against your old team. But I think also Wiggs is now in shape. Like he started camp with a knee issue. We had him on a minutes restriction the first 4 or 5 games. It didn't look like he was in rhythm, and I don't think I did a great job, frankly, of putting him in positions to score and to attack. And so I thought we did a better job tonight of getting him into a position to do that, but it was all him obviously attacking and getting to the paint and really being aggressive. And it's, it's on us and on him to continue that kind of aggressiveness and pace that he played with.
At shoot around, it looked like you were just checking in with Wiggins kind of one-on-one at the end. Did he need a little pep talk or anything, or did you ask him to be more assertive? Where do you think this came from?
No, I mean, Andrew's been in this league for 8-9 years. He's obviously got it in him, and I talk with all of our guys all the time, just checking in, and we're constantly trying to make sure everybody is feeling comfortable and confident in their roles. And like I said, I don't think I did a great job over the first few weeks of getting him in a comfortable spot. So hopefully this is the start of a really good stretch for him.
Steve, it's a 4th straight game with 120 points. I don't think you've scored below 100 all season. How would you evaluate the offense through 11 games?
Well, for the most part, our offense has been really good. I thought tonight we were a little clunky. We got a lot of free throws to get to the 120. It didn't feel like the beautiful game. It was more just grind it out because of just the stop and start nature of the game. We just couldn't get into a rhythm, but just felt good to hang on to the win. We had the 20-point lead, and then you could just feel it. You could feel the momentum changing. And I was really proud of our guys, when they cut it to 4 or 5 points. It seemed like we executed each time down the floor and kept them at bay.
Steve, how important was Andre during that stretch where, just trying to stabilize things?
That's what Andre does. I mean, he's, plus 19, didn't score a point, plus 19. That's Andre, 8 assists and countless great defensive plays and, some steals and just great reads and defensive decisions with his rotations. He does it night after night after night. It's just an incredible luxury to have him back.
48 is probably as much as you guys have had scored on you in a while. What did you just think of Edwards tonight?
He was fantastic. I mean, he's just so explosive athletically and obviously, made 7 threes tonight. Came into the game shooting 30%, but we knew he was very capable from 3. And he got it going, got to the line, got anywhere he wanted. He's an incredible talent, and he's getting better and better.
Obviously, you noted Kevon's performance tonight, but when it's a little bit less obvious on the score sheet or to us, less keen observers, what is his value that he's bringing to the team, in games other than ones like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just defensive toughness and intelligence. He's always, in the right place. He's calling out coverages. He's kind of a middle linebacker out there. He's learned from Draymond over the years how to play that role, anchoring the defense. And he's our best screener. He slips out of screens when he sees openings. He had a big bucket late when he slipped out and got a dunk from Andre's pass. Looney's just rock solid night in and night out. And some nights, we only play him 10, 12 minutes if the matchups dictate that. But tonight we needed all those minutes from him, given that we had to deal with Towns. So, and with Draymond being out. So really proud of Loon.
Steve, last season when Steph maybe struggled or had an off shooting night by his standards or other teams were able to shut him down, it seemed like you guys struggled a little bit to produce on offense. This season, that couldn't be, far from the truth. You've got so many different guys randomly having scoring outbursts. Damian Lee one night, Jordan Poole the next night, Wiggins the next night. What is the biggest difference between last season and this season and how that's happening?
Well, we have a good flow. I think the way we finished last year, those last 20 games mattered going into this year. We picked up where we left off. We had some momentum and we felt pretty good about ourselves coming into camp. And I think we added some really good players who fit the puzzle and the pieces fit, with Belly and Andre, Otto, Gary Payton. These guys all know how to play and they complement one another and they complement Steph really well. So it's a fun team to coach. They're really fluid and they love playing together and take a lot of joy out of the game, or from the game, I should say. That sounded weird.